Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to the Mental Dojo with yours truly, Dennis Procopio. I'm a life coach for men. I own Man Up Life Coaching in San Diego, California. I work with dudes here in the United States and internationally, talking about guy stuff, guy problems, things that are on your mind, things that are on your heart. And today we're going to be talking about yet another grueling, uncomfortable, awkward bro topic. So join me inside. I promise it will not disappoint. See you there. All right, guys. Here we are again, the Mental Dojo with your buddy Dennis Procopio. Let's dive right in. What's our topic for today? Our topic is, isn't this a great title? The underappreciated healing power of bullshit. What does that mean? Well, let's start with bullshit. What is bullshit? My father used to say, Dennis, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. And he said it like he made it up. And every time he said it, it's like he forgot the last time he said it, and he was irritated if I didn't laugh. Dennis, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. So you're going to make me bullshit you and fucking pretend I give a shit about what you're saying while you're telling me that. What is bullshit? I can give you an example of bullshit. I used to sell art. I'm an artist. I draw. I paint. At least I used to. I don't do it anymore. You know why? Because I don't like to do it. I never liked to do it. But I'm fair to meddling with the pencils. And I was living down in New Orleans. Got a job on Royal Street selling tourist art, and discovered, holy God, am I good at this? And the owner of the place was like, holy shit, we're going to need a bigger boat. Like, this guy, he's just... I came in strong, man. I was selling hard. And the reason I was able to sell this tourist schlock to people is because I knew they wanted it. They knew what this was, man. You're in New Orleans, you're drinking, you're feeling warm and fuzzy, you're watching termites flying around the freaking lamppost, and you're feeling like you're in a Degas painting or a Toulouse-Lautrec, and you're getting all romancy feeling, and it's warm and muggy, and the freaking humidity is humping your leg like a dog, to quote Hunter S. Thompson. And in that moment, you see a, quote, cute little tourist shop, and you walk in, and the bell goes ding, ding, and you know what this is? This is a sales environment. And you know what kind of town this is? It's a tourist town. Act like you don't know what this is. And somewhere in the back of your goofy mind, you're thinking, give me a reason to buy something. All right? And you walk in and you see all of this cool artwork, and it's just jammed together in a way that you wouldn't see otherwise. And it has a romantic appeal. And the next thing you know, you're standing there thinking, I really want to just buy one of these framed pieces of artwork. I don't know what real art is anyway. So just, come on, sales guy. Bullshit me. Seduce me. That's the game. That's really the game. And so guiltlessly, I enter into that exchange. Hey, where are you guys from? Because there's a 99% chance they're not from here, because locals don't walk into freaking tourist shops. And if they do, it's usually not for a good reason. Like they want to use your bathroom, or you're about to get held up, or they're drunk. So, yeah, you're in this art gallery, so to speak. And I say, where are you from? And I say, oh, we're from DC. And, we came down for a teacher's convention and we just saw this beautiful artwork. And we decided to come in and take a look. And yeah, I guess we'd like to know more about it. And it's showtime. You know why it's showtime? Because I get freaking 20%. So I'm going to grind. And I say, well, I actually have a piece of paper here that tells you all about the artist. He's a really interesting guy. He's a local guy. Now, what they want to hear is they want a story. Give me a story. Sell me this artist. Bullshit me. I want you to go, yeah, he's some dude that paints. So, like, either you like the art or you don't. It costs this much. I'm going to go sit at my desk. Shit or get off the pot. Let me know what you think. Nah, they want to be freaking... Ooh. They want to have a middle-class version of an upper-class experience. They want to pretend they're buying something that has some sort of super value, some investment quality tourist art. And also they want it for sentimental reasons. And it is. It's a game. And as the person selling the art or the product, I mean, this just applies to sales in general. Nah, you shouldn't feel guilty like, oh, I'm such a dirty, because I'm Jewish Italian. I'm like, oh, here we go. I gotta have the guilt. Like I'm a dirty Jew. I'm just with the little bag of gold around my neck. And get your money, get the card, swipe the card. Like I have to go through this self-hating Jew complex. Or the Italian, like, hey, bada boom, bada bing, don't let the right hand know what the left hand's doing. When they come in, you just fucking whack them, you take the card, you swipe it, zing, send them on their way. Hey, more money, stack of cheese. Oh man, I want to really be able to look at myself in the mirror and say, I'm doing an okay thing. I'm making decent money and I'm an entertainer essentially. It's kind of like Disneyland over here, It's an art gallery. After all, they come in, they're like, hey, where are you from? And I'm like, the average New Orleanian, everybody thinks that anybody who doesn't know better thinks that, New Orleans is in the South and therefore they're all like Texans or Alabamians or something, but they're not. In New Orleans, you have this very strong French, Italian, Spanish, Irish like influence. So, and it's a port city. So you've got all of these the same people that were coming in from the same cultures that had the same accents up north in the Northeast that are responsible for like the Jersey kind of New York accent are the same people that were down there. So you get these Southern fried Italians that sound like they're from frickin' Brooklyn. They're like, where you at, Dwalin? Want some coffee? And you think they're like Brooklyn, but you can hear there's a little fried chicken in there somewhere. And they are. They're these Southern fried Italians. So I was able to blend, man. I'm a freaking chameleon. I've lived in so many places. So the next thing you know, I'm like, hey, where y'all from? Like I talk like that. Hey, where y'all from? And it used to drive the people I work with crazy because they're like, do you know that you like affect a New Orleans accent every time people come in? I'm like, do you know that I have higher sales than any of you fuckers? Don't knock my hustle. Go sell a fucking piece of art. I don't know what I was doing, but whatever I was doing, it was working. And it was bullshit. And it was okay that it was bullshit. It was okay that it was bullshit because that's what this is. It's all bullshit. The whole thing. That's the message of this. At a deeper level, I can have a conversation with you, be really super serious, pull out my my square and compass and my protractor and, my abacus and my cipher and and my apron, and we can go all into the gematria and the Kabbalistic fucking crazy bullshit that you want to go into. But the easiest, simplest way to say this is it's all bullshit. I wrote here that the message of today's thing that we're doing, the mental dojo. Fuck, I didn't flip the timer. I have no idea how long I've been yammering. The message is creative visualization is absolutely bullshit. But so is what you call reality, so why not modify it to your liking? Because it's true. You get guys who come into a program like mine, and it's a bait and switch. We start out like, oh, you're a bro, you're going to get healthy, so we'll start you out, we'll find you an exercise program. Oh, we'll monitor your diet. Oh, we'll do brain games. We'll play chess. And the next thing you know, I'm Morpheus, they're Neo, and we're talking about getting out of the Matrix. And they're like, this sounds weird as shit, but at the same time, there's some part of me that's like, he's saying something, this guy. I can't say no to what he's saying. He's coming from a place of experience, and that resonates. And I am. There are very few people walking around that get it, that it's all bullshit. And either they're fucking crazy and, society just loads them up on drugs and throws them in a padded cell, so to speak. Or they figured out how to shut up, make use of their creative energies, become successful, live happily ever after, and don't rock the boat because it's nice to have a good thing. So most guys who come to coaching want to do that second thing. And the way to do that second thing is not to turn your ideas into reality. It's to recognize that reality itself is simply an effect of investment into an ideology that you've been marinating in. I say this in every one of these. You're the result of programming. So when you come into Man Up Life coaching and, you're on the phone with me like, hey, so you're Dennis, you're the guy with the face on the thing. And I say, yeah, this is me. What's going on? Who are you? How old are you? What's your story? Why are you looking for life coaching? Invariably, you're going to say, well, I'm over here and I want to be up here. And I say, and is the thing getting in your way that you lack motivation? And they're like, fucking yeah, that's right. I do lack motivation. Are you feeling stuck? Yes, I do feel stuck. Are you feeling incredibly self-judging and lacking validation from the people around you? You feel like you're judging yourself and they're low-key judging you? Yes, get out of my mind, life coach, right? And it's not like rocket science. You have the same goddamn conversation every single day, and eventually you start to see that the more guys you talk to, really, the fewer the patterns than you would expect. It's always the same thing. It's guys who want to be successful, but are using their creative energy to create negative bullshit, and they don't realize that the solution is to create positive bullshit. But they feel guilty creating positive bullshit because they feel that they're being disingenuous. Well, fucking get over that. Use your imagination, create a reality, and prosper. And yeah, here come the naysayers. I can see some smart 14-year-old going, yeah, but, and, whether he's actually 14 or a 14-year-old trapped in a 30-year-old body, you get these guys who they'll argue for their limitations. When I'm sitting here telling you I make a freaking living demonstrating to guys that it's all bullshit and that truth will set you free. Yes, you're going to have an existential crisis when you discover that it's all bullshit. And yes, I understand that because of a perspective I was able to gain from going through a lot of negative bullshit. But letting go of the personal narrative, since at the end of the day, it's bullshit, and replacing it with a positive present narrative, which is also bullshit, creates an awesome future of bullshit. And then you fucking die. Man Up Life Coaching. Elite coaching for men. Dropping F-bombs all over the place. I've got guys that are Mormons, and I could watch their freaking, I could see the visceral reaction when I start letting the South Philly, New York out. But I gotta be me. Sorry, guys. Man Up Life Coaching has some pretty good stuff, but it doesn't come in a pretty package. Creative visualization is absolutely bullshit. There was this book I read when I was a kid. Do I have time for this? I have no fucking idea. There was a book I read when I was a kid. It was called Illusions. It was by Richard Bach, the author of Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Long story short, there was this moment in the book where the teacher is working with the student, and the teacher is teaching him creative visualization, and he tells him to envision this blue feather. And the guy waits for it all through the day, and eventually he gets a milk carton, and on the milk carton there's a blue feather. Like the milk was like Blue Feather Dairy or something like that. And he's freaking out, like, look, I did it, there's my blue feather. And the guy's saying, man, but it's just a graphic. It would have been like an actual real feather if I had suggested that you outline it in gold. My bad, like in your mind when you were visualizing it. Sorry, my bad. Could have had a real feather. No, this is great. I always remember that little piece out of that book, Illusions, creative visualization. Later in life, out here in San Diego, I decided to create a venue called Blue Feather Arts. And Blue Feather Arts was about creative visualization, and it was supposed to be kind of an art-based sort of teen teaching environment. It never got off the ground because we're in Southern California, and all these teens are not, it's not New York. Like, it's too lax out here, man. It didn't take off. Did I let that get me down? No, I just shifted direction. And I started thinking, do I even want to teach teens? Who do I want to teach? Well, shit, I want to work with men. What do you want to teach them? The same crap you've been teaching guys your whole life. How to use your creativity. So many guys don't know how to use their creativity because they haven't been forced to. I've been forced to. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. And one of the first lessons that you learn is not to feel guilty being inventive, being creative. Creative visualization means don't tell yourself you're a bad guy all day long. Tell yourself you're a boss. Tell yourself you're crushing your goals. Tell yourself you're lean. Tell yourself you're healthy. Tell yourself you're strong. But Dennis, what if none of those things are true? God damn it, what part of bullshit are you not getting? Bullshit yourself. Lie to yourself. Keep telling yourself all of these super positive things. Guess what's going to happen? I shit you not. What's going to happen is that everything you keep saying is going to manifest. Oh, that sounds like some woo-woo self-help shit. Yes, it does. Because it's true. I'm just trying to give you the dude version of it. The dude version of it is, the secret and all this. It's really simple. Erase your mind, just no thoughts. And then once there's no thoughts, start imagining awesome positive things and saying awesome positive things to yourself and to others about yourself and others. Visualize a miracle and wait for it to happen. But what if all this bad stuff happens in my life? Then bite down on your mouthpiece and grind while you're waiting for your miracle, man. I'm telling you. And any opportunity you have to bullshit your way into a better position, do it. Does that mean don't tell the truth? No, be honest. But my point is always accentuate the positive. Fake it till you make it. Yeah, that's right. But it doesn't have to be fake. It just means practice it until it's comfortable. Bullshit can be healing. Even if it's not true, tell yourself you're a winner. Even if it's not true, tell yourself you're patient. Even if it's not true, tell yourself you're peaceful rather than aggressive. Even if it's not true, tell yourself you're in a healthy, happy relationship. Even if it's not true, tell somebody who's always rude to you how pleasant they are over and over until they start actually changing their behavior. And that's when you realize the superpower of positive bullshit. What do you fucking think life coaching is? That's what it is. But if you could do it on your own, you wouldn't need guys like me, and I'm one of the best out there because you can't bullshit a bullshitter. All right. On that note, I think this is probably one of the coolest The Mental Dojos I've done in a while. I don't know why. I just feel like I was on point with this because nobody knows bullshit like me. So on that note, I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Well, guys, thanks for stopping by. It's time to shut down the Mental Dojo, throw the chains on the doors, lock the padlock, and get the hell out of here. But before I do that, would you do me a favor and hit like? I would appreciate that. And also, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, if you're feeling what I'm doing here, if you're smelling what I'm stepping in, go ahead and hit subscribe so that we can do this again, because the man cave just isn't the same when you're not here, man. And I mean that. Thanks for coming by. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.